You have a decision in front of you. It's been there for weeks, maybe even months. It's about the hire, the investment, the program, the next big move. You have two paths, and you know with absolute clarity which one the seven-figure version of you would take. You can map out her logic perfectly, but you haven't taken it. Instead, you've made another spreadsheet. You've listened to another podcast about it. You've asked your coach, your business bestie, maybe even your partner what they think. You are drowning in information, honey, searching for that one missing piece of data that will finally make the decision feel safe. You are one of the smartest people you know, and you are using your intelligence to keep yourself in the exact same place, second guessing a decision you've mentally made 100 times. But today we're talking about why all the mindset theory in the world won't help you until you make that one shift that actually matters. Your next level requires an identity, not another affirmation. Now, if you're watching this, I know that you have an intellectual understanding of what it takes to succeed. That is not the problem. The problem is that your business cannot outperform your identity. So right now, you're trying to think your way to a new level. You're collecting strategies, tactics, and frameworks like they are puzzle pieces, believing that if you just arrange them in the right order, the full picture of your success will appear. But here's the thing. There is no amount of thinking that will create a new reality. Your reality is a direct reflection of who you are being. Your brain has one primary job: to keep you behaving in the way that is consistent with the identity you currently hold. If you hold the identity of a woman who makes $8,000 a month, your brain will subconsciously flag any thought, any feeling, or action that is inconsistent with that identity. A decision to make a $50,000 investment in your business is inconsistent with the identity of an $8,000 a month earner. So when you contemplate it, your system registers that as threat. It feels reckless, scary, and irresponsible. Your brain then provides you with a very logical, very intelligent reason to stall. Let's just do a little research first. A little bit more research. This is why affirmations like, I am a seven-figure CEO, feel like a lie when you say them in the mirror. Because they are. Your subconscious mind knows it's not true. Because 5 minutes later, you're going to spend 2 hours debating a $200 software subscription. Your actions are telling the real story of your identity. You cannot graft a 7-figure decision into a 5-figure identity. The graft will not take. You have to become the person for whom that decision is normal, logical, even a boring next step. I want you to imagine a founder who knows she needs to hire a high-level operations manager to get to her next level. This is the big decision sitting on her desk. The identity she currently holds is scrappy, capable founder who just does it all. This identity is smart. It knows every inch of the business. Its core belief is, if I want it done right, I have to do it myself, and I must be responsible with every dollar. From this identity, the decision to hire an operations manager for $6,000 a month looks like this. That's $72,000 a year. The money isn't even in the bank account for that yet. What if I hire the wrong person? I'll have to spend months training them, and it will be a huge waste of time and money. I can just handle the operations for a few months until we're more stable. These are all intelligent, reasonable thoughts for the scrappy founder. They are survival-based. They are designed to protect the current business. Yes. Now let's look at the required identity for this vision. The visionary CEO of $1 million company. Her core belief is, my time is the most valuable asset in this company, and it must be protected at all costs. Everything I do that is not in my zone of genius is actively costing the company money. From this identity, the decision to hire an operations manager looks like this. The business requires a world-class operator to scale. We will find the budget. Hiring the right person will free me up to generate hundreds of thousands of dollars in new revenue. This role will pay for itself in 60 days. Easy. Every day I delay this hire, I am choosing to stay in the weeds and actively slowing our growth. We need to hire them like yesterday. Their circumstances are identical. The bank account is the same. The only thing that has changed is the identity from which the decision is being made. But you are stuck because you are trying to make a CEO level decision from a founder level identity. You have been trying to fix this with more information. So let's just try fixing it with clarity instead. I want you to think about these. Number one, confidence is not a prerequisite. It is a result. You are waiting to feel confident enough to make that big decision. You are fundamentally misunderstanding how confidence works. Confidence is not a feeling that you work up to. It's the reputation you build with yourself. You build that reputation by making a decision before that you feel ready, and then handling the outcome. The scrappy founder will never feel confident hiring an expensive manager because that action is not in her character. Confidence just doesn't show up to convince you. You show up and then confidence follows. The version of you who makes $1 million a year isn't more confident than you are. She has simply made more decisions from her future and has a track record with herself of surviving and thriving through. My second point is that your future self is not a destination. It is a point of origin. You think of the 7-figure you as someone you will eventually become. Like you are arriving at this person, like a city at the end of a long road. You think, when I get there, I will finally be able to do X, Y, and Z. This is backwards thinking. You don't get there by doing what you're doing now. You get there by originating your decision from that future place. So ask yourself, from the reality where my business is already at $1 million, what decision do I make about this hire right now? You act from that finish line, not toward it. You stop trying to get to her and you start coming from her. This is about deciding who you now are and making the next logical choice from that identity. My third point is this. Your intellect is your most sophisticated hiding place. You use research and analysis as a noble and intelligent looking form of procrastination. Because as long as you are still gathering information, you do not have to take the risk. You don't have to embody the new identity and face the possibility that it might not work out. The need for more information is completely false. You have had enough information for months. What you lack is not data. It is the willingness to be the woman who makes that call, takes that leap, and trusts herself to handle the landing. Your second guessing is not a sign of prudence. It is the primary way you stop yourself. Your second guessing is the primary way that you stop yourself. There's a voice right now, and I can hear it saying, I have done this. I have the vision board. I have the journal as my future self. I know who I want to be. And I ask, who are you being? Who are you being when you check your email first thing in the morning instead of working on your biggest project? Who are you being when you say yes to a coffee meeting that has no agenda? Who are you being when you spend an hour scrolling, looking at what everyone else is doing? An identity is not a concept you visit in your journal for 10 minutes a day. It is the sum of the tiny, unsexy moment-to-moment choices you make all day long. It is proven in your calendar, in your inbox, and in your list of open browser tabs. Your vision board is not your identity. Your calendar is. For years, you have been standing in front of a locked door, convinced you need to find the right key. You've collected hundreds of keys, new marketing strategies, mindset hacks, productivity systems, and none of them have worked. So I am going to call you out. You are not looking for a key. You have to understand that there is no door. You are the door. You decide when to open. The moment you stop trying to figure out how to be the next level you and simply decide to be her, your entire world will just around that decision. The path appears when you start walking. Thank you guys so much for being here, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.